one of my favorite dishes to eat when I was growing up. And I'm going to show you how to make this dish, which is Nattu Kozhi Rasam, and it's similar to a free-range chicken soup, and we're going to add a lot of different ingredients to it. It's spices and herbs, and also the very special ingredient, the Maggi chicken seasoning cubes, which will be added as well. So I will take you through step by step how you can make this dish at home. So I've got chicken, which is free-range chicken, a small chicken, and cut up into small pieces. To the chicken, I'm going to add a little bit of chili powder, which is roughly about 1 teaspoon, and a little bit of turmeric, which is about 1/4 teaspoon, and some salt and Maggi chicken seasoning cubes as well. You don't need a lot of chilies in there because we are adding in the spice mix as well as herb mix that we will be adding a lot of chilies. So just add 1 teaspoon and the Maggi seasoning cubes. It's very easy to crush up, and you can just drizzle it all over the chicken and give it a good mix. You can leave the chicken roughly about 10 minutes or so to marinate, and while that's marinating, I will show you how you can make the herb mix, which does have a lot of fresh ingredients. So I'm using some green chilies, which I do use the stem as well, which just gives a little bit of flavor in there, and coriander roots, which does add a lot of flavor as well, and curry leaves with the stem on, and I've got a couple of cloves of garlic and a couple of pieces of ginger as well. We're just going to roughly pound everything together to a rough paste, and then we will add to the chicken. This is the herb mix, which is nearly ready. I've got 1 teaspoon of coconut oil. So add that to the pan and just melt the oil for a couple of minutes. And once it's hot, I'm going to add 1 Asian shallot. So the onion is fried now, and I'm going to add the herb mix to the onion. Give it a good mix. Okay, now I'm going to add the chicken, which is marinating for about 10 minutes, and which I'm going to add to the mix as well. Give it a good mix. Got 1 cup of water. I'm going to add that to the chicken. That I am going to add 1/4 cup of tamarind water. You can soak the tamarind for about 10 to 15 minutes, and you get this really thick consistency of the tamarind water, and I'm going to add that to the chicken as well. And lastly, I've got some tomatoes. It's 1 tomato. I'm going to add that to the soup as well, to the pot, and give it a good mix and put the lid on. And what we're going to do is we're going to slowly cook this. We don't want like vigorously boiling. We want the chicken to be gently poached in those flavors and the herb mix, where we're going to roast all these spices. And I've got coriander seeds, fennel seeds, cumin seeds, black peppercorn, chili flakes, and some dried chilies. Okay, I'm going to roast these spices probably about 5 minutes or so you can smell that. As soon as you started smelling all those flavors coming out, then the spices are ready. So you can smell all those chili, peppercorn. The spice mix is ready. I'm going to pound them together to a rough paste, and if you need, you can add a little bit of water. The spice mix is ready. So we're looking for like pieces of all those spices that we've grinded, and I've added a little bit of water to make like a soft paste. So the chicken is gently poached for about half an hour. I'm going to add the spice mix. That's the interesting part, to bring out all those flavors together. After adding the spice mix, just leave it in the stove for about roughly 5 minutes or so. There you have it, my version of Nattu Kozhi Rasam, or free-range chicken soup. I can't wait to taste this. It does looks really stunning with all those flavors that we've added. So let's taste. does have a little bit of spicy kick to it, but it's really delicious. We've added so many different spices, herbs, and most importantly, the Maggi chicken seasoning cubes. It does brings out all those flavors together and ties up absolutely beautiful. So thank you and hope to see you again.